Hello friends, I am John Laspina. I am a carnivore and I'm the Carnivore Teacher. And today I'm going to talk about different kinds of carnivore diets. First of all, I do believe that the carnivore way of eating is the proper human diet. What is that? That is when we eat anything that comes from any animal, whether the animal flies in the air, walks on the earth, or swims in the oceans, lakes, creeks, and streams. We can eat the flesh, the meat, the organs from these animals. We can. And that gives us the protein and the fatty acids and the vitamins and minerals that fuels our human body, which is made out of the same stuff, by the way. We are made from protein, fatty acids, and the vitamins and minerals sustain us. Now, we do not need sugar or glucose because our liver generates just the amount that we need. So we don't have to have all that processed food, sugary foods, foods that come from factories, processing plants. Stay away from those. Instead, you can be healthy on carnivore. So this video is not about keto or ketovore. This video is about carnivore, the carnivore diet. So on one end of the spectrum, all the way over here, imagine a spectrum and it's all carnivore. All the way over here on the left, this side of carnivore, you have basically almost what I am. I'm this kind of carnivore. I'm not going to give it a name, just carnivore. And I eat beef, lamb. I'll eat anything from a ruminant animal. A ruminant animal is an animal that has a multi-chamber stomach, usually 4 chambers. And by the time the food, usually the grass, and the plants that the animal ate goes through the rumen and the other chambers of the stomach to get, it gets spit up again and back out, the cud, and eventually gets into the stomach. The body generates this amazing meat product that we eat that contains all these amino acids and vitamins and minerals that it's an amazing factory these beef cattle and lamb and other ruminant animals can do. Deer, very, very, very healthy for the human body. That's king, and that is what most carnivores eat, and it's what I eat. Then we can go non-ruminant, and that's anything with a single chamber stomach. Like human beings, we don't eat humans, obviously, but we are a monogastric animal. And so are poultry, birds, chickens, ducks, geese, pheasant, all the fish in the fish category have a single tube that goes into a single stomach. And they are okay as well, and they have protein, and they have fatty acids, and they have vitamins and minerals that they make in the meat that we eat. And some people say that it's not as good as the ruminant animals because more omega-6s, and that's true. We want to be in a balance of omega-6 to omega-3. And when you have non-ruminant animals, you're having a higher omega-6. So you want to not eat as many pieces of chicken and have as much pork as you have as beef is the recommendation. So I have that. I do. And then you can have fish, and the smaller the fish, the healthier. The crustaceans, the mollusks, oysters, clams, yum, lobster, crawfish, crawdads. And the smaller the fish, as in salmon, mackerel, herring, anchovies, the larger the fish, the more chance it's going to have mercury and other heavy metal toxins because the bigger fish eat the smaller fish. See, they're carnivore too. And they eat the smaller fish that eat the smaller fish. And so if there's a little bit of mercury, it multiplies when you eat something huge like swordfish. It's not healthy. I stay away from the big, big fish. I have the small fish, and I have it once or twice a week to get my more omega-3 fatty acids, because the omega-3 in fish is just priceless for the brain and other parts of the body. And then I have eggs. I buy pasture-raised hen eggs, and I have as many as I want. I have 5 or 6 a day. Some people have more than that. Sometimes I throw the whites away and I have more yolks. It's so healthy for us. So I have beef, lamb, I have pork, I have poultry, I have fish, and I have eggs. I will eat cheese, hard cheese like Parmesan, Romano. I love creamy goat cheese, which is always grass-fed. Cheese, dairy, yogurt, kefir, cream cheese, sour cream, that's all carnivore. Next on the timeline, or the carnivore line, is over here. Just go over here a little bit more. And those are people who have meat products, anything that comes from the animal, but they leave out the dairy. because dairy does have sugar in it. Dairy has glucose and galactose, which makes the dairy sugar called lactose. And it will raise your insulin level. And, harder cheeses and certain things have lower lactose, but some people have problem with the dairy proteins. There is the protein called whey, and there's the protein called casein. And some people don't have the enzymes to break those down. So they have bowel problems and bloating problems. So a lot of people stay away from dairy, and a lot of people say that dairy makes them gain weight or gives them skin problems. So the kind of carnivore that doesn't have dairy will be over on this part of the line, continuum, the spectrum. And they have everything else I just mentioned that's over here. Going over a little further on the carnivore line were people who don't have dairy, and they also cut out poultry and pork because they are monogastric stomachs and they have a higher omega-6 fatty acid content, and they feel better when they don't add pork and poultry. They may have some kind of autoimmune issues and they can't have that. Some people can't have the egg white part of the egg. It gives them a problem because they react to that. So they'll take out the egg white and either just have the egg yolks or not have eggs either, which of course come from poultry. So going further on the continuum here, we can go a little bit further and cut out all the fish. So no dairy, no fish, no poultry, no pork, and they're having all of the animal products that exclude those. And then all the way on this end of the spectrum is the lion diet. The lion diet is basically what a lion eats, just meat, salt, and water. So if you just have hamburger meat or steaks and you salt it and you have water and that's your meal or your 2 meals for the day, you're on the lion diet. You have no other anything. You don't put any pepper, you don't put any condiments, you don't add any cheese, you don't have any eggs, nothing. That's the lion diet. People with extreme autoimmune issues function very well on the lion diet. We all would function beautifully on the lion diet, but a lot of us would like the variety of some of the other carnivore foods. If you are a person suffering from cancer, you want to be on the lion diet as much as possible. You can have some of the other carnivore foods, but you want to stay away from those dairy things because that's got glucose, has lactose, and cancer feeds off the sugar mostly. So being on the lion diet is extremely healthy for people who are fighting diseases and issues, and then fasting along with that. So carnivore, you've got the spectrum. I'm all the way over here. Okay, I used to be keto, which is down there. Then I was ketovore. And then I just became a carnivore that eats everything from the animal. Actually, I don't eat a lot of organ meat. I will have cod liver, but I don't like organ meat. I can stomach chicken hearts, but I don't like all the other organ meat, and I go by taste. If my body doesn't like it, if it nauseates me, maybe my body doesn't want it. So you can live without organ meat. Organ meat has a lot of vitamins. It's like having a super vitamin, multivitamin if you eat organ meat. Just don't eat too much of it, because you get too much vitamin A and that's toxic. Ladies and gentlemen, carnivore is the proper human diet. And there are different kinds of carnivore, different foods in carnivore, and you can be anywhere on the carnivore spectrum and you will be healthy. You will feel well, you will look well, and you will live your optimized life. I promise you. Try it. Pick one. Jump around the spectrum, add things, take things out. I take out a lot of dairy, to be honest with you. I have some, but I've been taking out more and more. So each person's body chemistry is different, and we can go in different parts of this spectrum to see what works best for our body. Have a good day.